it's Miss Abby here for this week's virtual AP lesson. How are you guys doing? Today it's a little overcast and rainy here, so I'm kind of cold. I wonder what it's like where you are. Alright, so today we are doing yard games. We're going to do yard games this week, and then we're going to learn some new yard games next week. But first we have to do our warm-up. So for today's warm-up, we're going to do fitness dice. When I roll the dice, I'll show you what number it lands on, and then we'll find out what exercise we need to do. All right, let's get started. Let's roll the dice. Time for jumping jacks. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's roll the dice. All right, we're gonna touch our toes. Let's count to 10 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Let's roll the dice. To run in place. If you don't want to run, you could march. All right, pick which one you're gonna do and let's get started. 10 seconds, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice work. Let's roll the dice. Time for butterfly pose. Let's count to 10 together. Remember, keep your feet in, knees out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's roll the dice. Time to hop on one foot. This is a balance challenge. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job, guys. Let's roll the dice. Time for tree pose. You can put your foot against your ankle, or you can try to lift it up a little further for an extra challenge. All right, arms out long like a tree. Let's count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. If you lost your balance, that's okay. Remember, you can always practice right here. All right, friends, our first game today is cornhole. Cornhole is a really popular summer game to play outside. It's so much fun. It's one of my favorites. Cornhole works on our underhand throwing skills. Do you remember when we practiced that? You guys did awesome. So today, what I need you to find is something that you can make a rectangle and a circle out of. So I have used a piece of cardboard, a cardboard box, okay? And I've cut a circle inside of it. You could use tape, you could use a hula hoop, just find some things at home that you could use to make something like this, okay? Get creative. I've also got some different objects I'm gonna use for throwing. If you've got a bean bag, you could use that. You could use a stuffed animal or a small ball, okay? Anything will work, get creative. So the rules of the game are that when we toss our ball, if we get it onto the board, that's 1 point. If we get it into the hole, that's 3 points. So also make sure you have a paper and a pencil that you can keep score. If you don't want to keep score and you just want to play for fun today with your family or whoever you have at home, that's fine too. All right, go grab your things and we'll get started. All right, friends, let's see what cornhole looks like. So Drew here is standing on the white line. For an added challenge, he could take 1 or 2 steps back. For a less challenging game, he could take 1 or 2 steps forward. Okay, if you're having trouble getting anything on the board, take some steps forward when you play. All right, Drew has 4 objects in his hand, and he's going to show us an underhand toss. So he's going to put the object in his right hand. You could use either hand, but the opposite foot from your throwing hand is going to step forward. Okay, so he's got an object in his right hand, left foot steps forward, and he underhand tosses. Great job. So since his first object went in the hole, that's 3 points. 3 points. Okay, let's do the next toss. Good job, it's on top of the board, so that's 1 point. Another one on top, another 1-pointer. And he missed, so no points, but that's okay. Great game, Drew. It's your turn to practice at home. Now that you've had time to practice your cornhole skills, we are going to turn it into a competition. This is totally optional, but if you have somebody at home, a friend, a sibling, a parent, anybody who would like to join in with you, then now's a great time to grab them. So, Drew and I are going to take turns throwing our objects at the board, and we're going to keep score. First to 10 points will win. Drew and I are just going to show you a few throws, and then it'll be your turn to practice. Okay, let's see. Oh, 0 points. That's okay. We both have some practice to do still. So we'll keep playing till 10, add our points up as we go, and see who's the winner. Good game. Your turn to practice. friends, our next game is bocce ball. We practiced bocce ball earlier in the year for Special Olympics, and you guys did so well, so I'm excited to practice it again. So first, I have a really large, brightly colored object, and that's what I'm aiming towards. That's the Polina, okay? So I'm using a big beach ball, it's what I've got at home, and then I've just gathered some random small objects that I can use for throwing. So I've got one of my dog's balls, a stuffed animal, a ball, and a dice. So whatever you've got at home works. Traditionally, bocce balls are small, heavy balls. If you have a set of those, awesome. If not, get creative like I did. All right, let's get started.
All right, Drew is going to show us how to play bocce ball. The object of bocce ball is to get your objects as close as you can to the Polina. And the Polina we are using today is the red beanbag. In our last video, we had a colorful beach ball, but it was really windy, so we had to trade out our objects. Okay, so Drew is going to stand as close as he wants to the beanbag. You can try further away for a challenge, or you can try closer to the Polina if you're having some trouble. Okay, so he's got 4 objects in his hand. We have all random things from home: a dog ball, a stuffed animal, a dice. You can use anything you've got at home. Socks, bundled up socks would be a great option for at-home play. Okay, so he is going to step with his opposite foot and underhand throw, just like we practiced in cornhole, and see how close he can get his object to the red beanbag. Good job, Drew. He's got 2 more throws. Good job. So we have really light, bouncy objects, so it's a little bit trickier, but like I mentioned, socks bundled up are a great choice for at home. All right, your turn to practice. Alright, so now, just like we did with cornhole, we are going to make bocce ball into a competition. So Drew and I are going to take turns throwing our objects toward the Polina, and whoever is closest to it wins 1 point. And we'll keep playing like that until one of us reach 10 points. You can reach 10 points, you can do 5 points if you want a shorter game, or even go for 15 or 20 points if you want to play for longer. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to have the first throw. Alright. Oh, that was really close. Alright, so for that round, we each threw our objects, and Drew was closest to our Polina, or our red beanbag, so he's got 1 point. We're going to go collect our objects back to our starting line, and we'll play again and see who goes for a second point. Alright, your turn to practice at home, grab a friend, and have fun.